mean, I can record it from mine too.
How are you gonna send it? You gonna post it on YouTube? I want to see it so I can critique myself and cringe at how my voice sounds.
I'll post it on YouTube.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
All right,
We
guys.
get a
So
cut
we're
on the
getting
money?
started. All right, so we are in the world of Theros, starting off in the city of, and if I mispronounce anything, super sorry. In the city of Miletus. All right, Miletus is a extremely big polis spanning across the country. It is mainly along the port. It's a very pretty city, a lot of architecture, a lot of philosophers, a lot of smart people, as they would say. And we go around and we're starting off our journey in one of the very prestigious universities. This university is actually a little bit different from the others, as this is where those who study magic go to learn. Right, and we're starting off our journey with a young man named Cass. So Cass, if you just want to introduce your character a little bit of what he looks like and just a little bit about him.
Sure. So my character's name is Cass, and I guess I'll just do my my annoying character voice to introduce him. My name is Cassandros of Miletus, but I go by the name Cass. I am 13 years old, about 5'2", tan skin, black hair. I am one of the youngest inductees into the Ducatia, which is the most prestigious university in all of Miletus. I come from a family of statesmen and orators, prominent members of the community. I am studying law mastery under Gallus, who is one of the great wizards of the Ducatia, and I should note that I am the youngest person ever selected to study directly under a wizard of such a stature as his. I've been here for about a year, and 1 year into my 10-year study at the Ducatia. Yes.
Awesome. So we've got Cass here. Cass is currently at the Ducatia. He is studying in the library. And Cass, as you're in the library, you're studying, you're sitting at your favorite reading table, deep in your studies. All right. And this isn't a particularly busy day. You know, there is just the general quiet hurry of students, you know, behind on their research or facing exams and whatnot. But as you sit there, there's something kind of odd that you notice. All right. There's a door right down the at the end of an aisle of books in front of you. Right. You've never ever seen this door open. You've never seen anyone go in and out of it. You've never even you never had cause to go in there yourself. But today there's just something about this door pulling you from your studies, pulling you from your book.
Is this a normal looking door, or is it like a small door, a strange door?
No, but it's a normal looking door. There's nothing distinct about it, nothing crazy about it. It's just a door, but something in there, something for some reason. Just looking at it.
I'll just ignore it and keep studying. No, I'm just kidding. I think that after I get to a point where I could use a break, and it's been a couple of hours, and I'm getting kind of tired. Maybe I get up, take a stroll, and go over and look at the door.
All right. So as you're going down the aisle of books, as you get close to the door, you get about halfway there. All of a sudden, the door opens like in a rush, and men in black hoods pour out of the door, seeming in a hurry, in all different directions except the direction that you are approaching from. The thing that you notice is that they left the door open after they left.
Well, I'm going to get out of their way because I don't want to be trampled by these. Like how many of them were there?
There's probably about like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of their way, and then once they're gone and out of eyesight, I'm going to peer into the door.
All right, as you look into the room, you see just like a haze of dust just kind of thickening the air. All right, you kind of look in and you just see like a bunch of work tables spread out throughout the room.
Is there anything on the table?
As you get closer, you kind of see that on the table there's hammers and like shattered bits of stone just across the tops of the table.
Is there anything else in the room?
Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
Sure. I have my perception mod. Okay. That'd be a 5 total.
5. Yeah, you see nothing but the tables and hammers and shattered stones.
Is there anything special about the stones? Like, are they a weird color or anything that looks different than just a rock? Oh yeah, I'm going into the room. Sorry.
All right. So as you look, there's nothing like special about any of them, except for you see one piece of rock that's no bigger than your palm, and it's oddly displaced from like the rest of the rubble.
Is it look different, or is it just in a like physically displaced?
It's got a symbol of a pharaoh etched into it.
Of a serum? Is that what you said?
Of a pharaoh.
Oh, a pharaoh. I am going to pick up this rock and investigate it.
All right. As you touch the rock, you get a vision of 1,000 bodies rushing over the land, burning forests, destroying cities, and a cause of it is all faceless creatures, expressionless with empty eye sockets and gaping mouths. The undead spread with no end to their number. And then you see a path from where you're standing right now, and you follow, and it quickly sputters through all the way to a building deep into an older part of Miletus. You vaguely recognize it as a temple, but for no god in particular. Then the vision ends.
Is this a temple that I've seen before? Or that would be recognizable, or is this different than like the Great Temple in the city?
It's like a real smaller one, like an older one. Like you know the building, but like not that anyone ever goes there. Kind of like you've never been there. You just kind of know the building.
Okay, I'm going to, being freaked out, drop the rock. Well, that was suddenly a bit terrifying. I wonder if it'll happen again. So I touch the rock again.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to deliberate whether I want to pick up this rock that the secret society of hooded men has left. I am going to leave the rock. And is there anything else in the room besides just this table? Nothing else?
Nothing else that you noticed, no.
Okay, I'm going to go out of the room and like into the stacks of books and try to hide and see if anyone else goes in or out.
All right, give me a D10.
Okay. Seems ominous. That'd be a 4.
All right, so you're gonna wait for 4 hours before anything happens. So we're gonna go ahead and move on whilst you're waiting.
Great.
All right, so we leave the Decadia. Decadia?
I've just been saying the Decadia. I don't know.
All right, Decadia, sure. All right, we leave the Decadia, right? And as we go through the city, and we go more toward the port side of it, right? Toward where you see a lot of trading going on, a lot of people, and we meet up with our character Cecil. Cecil, go ahead and explain yourself to everyone, please.
Oh, well, I am an older man, maybe 58 or so, and I'm a navigator on ships that come from port, and I get around. I've traveled under the name Avasa for a while, and she guides me where I go.
And you see this older man, his face is pretty obscured by cloth tied around where you can see he's definitely blind on one side. He has a thick, scraggly beard, a grayish coat, very patchwork. You see a raven on his shoulder, and sticking out of his pocket is the head of a weasel.
All right. So, Cecil, you're walking down the docks. You're walking down the streets of the Miletus dock town, right? And you've been here before, and so you're just kind of like, it's been a while though. You're walking through, and you're kind of just having memories. You see something on the corner that reminds you of something, that happened, in the past, and as you keep walking down, you see like a mom scolding her son, you see people eating at taverns and whatnot, and you come across a house, right? And it's a very familiar house to you, all right? But for some reason in this house, there's just a bunch of like random groups of people just moving furniture out, and moving things out of this house.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk off to the side of the house and send my good bird friend Killigan over, and he's gonna flap up and listen in on this conversation. I'm gonna hold on to anything that's nearby and see through his eyes.
All right. So conversation that would be heard, just kind of general grunts, general joking of people moving stuff. They're kind of reminiscing about someone who just died. Excuse me. And how great he was for letting people who need that stuff, take it after he died.
Okay. I'm gonna bring my consciousness back to myself and whistle for Killigan. And then I'm gonna pull the weasel out of my pocket. All right, Brudo, go sneak in the window, see what you can see. So I'm gonna send my weasel and try to roll a stealth check for him.
Go for it.
That's a 15.
Oh yeah. So the weasel is not going to be seen.
All right, so I just want him to go inside and scout around and see if there's anything familiar to me laying around.
All right. Is there? Are you through the consciousness or just the weasel?
I'm gonna go through his consciousness, like watch what he watches.
All right. So you see a small box, right? And for some reason, it's in the middle of everyone, but it's just being completely ignored, almost as just no one else can see it almost.
What time of the day is it exactly?
It's roughly noon.
I think I'm gonna call Bluto back, and I'm gonna find a place to tuck away for a while and see what happens. To see if they notice that box at all, and if not, wait for them to leave.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Okay. That's a 1.
All right. So we're gonna come back to you in 1 hour. All right. So we're gonna move on, right? We're gonna move into we're gonna stick around this portside town, and around this portside town, we're actually gonna come toward an inn, right? And this inn is pretty popular. It's located in a pretty good spot in the port town, and people seem to frequent it whenever coming through, right? And we're coming into our good friend Muzazi here, who is our druid. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
So Muzazi is a 400-year-old satyr, about 4'6" in height, weighs like 135, has tan brown skin, long white hair. He has an unkept long beard that grows down to his knees. He looks unwashed, but surprisingly smells of fern. He carries around a bonsai tree that looks like it has been growing for years. That's pretty much it.
All right. So you're sitting down in this tavern. You're enjoying a nice salad, right? Because you're a vegetarian, from what you told me. So you're sitting down in this tavern. You're enjoying a nice salad as this big, just burly man just smashes down in the seat across from you, and he says, "My friend just died," and you can smell the alcohol on his breath.
So I asked him how he died.
He be claimed by the sea in his old time. He died of old age. He's like a father to me. Taught me the ways of the ship, he did. Mentored me for so long. He's with the sea now, though.
Did he have a boat, or did he just sail on other people's boats?
No, he was just a long-term member of the crew. We're celebrating his life today by drinking his favorite ale and eating his favorite food. Have a bite. And he kind of like gestures. He's holding a bone just covered in some cooked meat, and he's gesturing it out to you.
Oh, no, I'm good. I can't eat that.
You can't eat this. Why
No.
not?
I don't eat meat.
Don't eat meat. Why not?
Because meat comes from animals, and we shouldn't kill them if we don't have to.
This is for my friend's life, bud. You're saying you're gonna disrespect my father figure on the eve of his death?
No, I don't want to do that. Can I buy you a beer instead, sir?
Real quick, we're gonna cut. Boom. And in that same tavern, right, we cut to Captain Baracus. Captain Baracus, go ahead and explain yourself to the group.
So I'm a rather old trident, probably in human years 80. I am sitting on a bench by myself, enjoying a good ale. My face is covered in tentacles. My beard is made from tentacles. I am very waterlogged. I have water constantly dripping off of me. I have random barnacles growing on different pieces of armor and clothing that I have on me. If you hear me walk, there's a squishing sound as I move. I am missing my right arm, but in place of where my right arm is, at my shoulder, there is a gem lodged into it. And that's about it for me.
All right, so you're kind of in the same setting, you know. It's again, it's a busy tavern. This is where most all the sailors go after, you know, a long voyage and to spend their money. Go ahead and go ahead and knock out what you're planning on trying to do at this tavern.
So I'm going to stand up and see that a lot of these people are sailors as well, common folk of mine, and I'm going to start bouncing around to different ones and kind of just get a few attention to kind of gather a crowd around me as I do so. And I'm going to start with like, "Aye, brothers, let me speak to you about this. I come from the Siren Sea, and I want you to come with me on a great adventure filled with gold and glory for the sea goddess herself, Thassa."
So you notice that like people are they're listening, but they're not they don't want to listen to you, kind of thing. You know, like they see you talking, they're just trying to kind of ignore you, kind of with grimmer faces on.
I'm going to make, from where my gems lodge, I'm going to make my tentacle appear, my 30-foot tentacle. I'm sorry, my 10-foot tentacle. And I'm going to say, "See, she has blessed me, so she is on your side."
So, yeah, you're starting to notice like people are not taking the reaction that you would think. Right now, they're getting kind of angry, right? And one guy stands up, kind of steps on his tables, you know, and he yells at you, "Hey, get your villainous stuff out of here! Nobody wants that on this day."
My friend, I believe you have the wrong intentions about me. I have nothing villainous for you.
So like as you're kind of you're also no. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Just
Okay. Perception. A 7.
A 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you see like this kid like run out the door. All right. That's all. That's it. Right. You see a kid run out the door. This guy kind of stands up again, and you know, just again, you could just smell the alcohol on his breath. He comes up to you. He's like, "Our mate just died, and you're trying to get deserters?"
Nay, I would never try to find deserters. I would never want to take someone else's crew from them.
All of a sudden, both you and Muzazi, y'all are gonna notice that the door gets kicked in, followed by a couple officers of the law, a couple constables.
I'm going to snap my tentacle away, and I'm going to pick up the nearest bottle, and I'm going to throw it at the wall beside them so it shatters and make it look like it's someone else's fault.
Go ahead and make a ranged attack for me.
I just had it. Where'd he go? Okay, there it is. A ranged attack?
Yeah, just a ranged attack.
14.
14?
Mhm.
All right, so you throw the bottle, right, and it crashes next to the wall, right? And it wasn't so disguising that he doesn't know the general area that it comes from, but he doesn't know that it was you who threw it.
Then from that point, I'm going to walk out the back door, if there is one.
All right, make a stealth check for me.
Okay. That's going to only be a 5.
All right, so you go to walk out the back door. Very good. All right, Muzazi, you gonna do anything during this commotion? Right before this, you start getting an argument with this guy, and now the cops are busting in.
No, I'm just gonna sit here. I clutch my bonsai tree a little bit closer to me and just sit there and watch.
Very good. All right, so Captain Baracus, you go out the back door and you start hearing like shouts like, "No one move! Hey, that means you!"
I'm just going to look over my shoulder, and I'm just going to turn. Oh, me?
That's you, right? You sit down.
Fine. And I'll take a seat by the door, the back door.
All right, so as y'all are sitting there, both kind of sitting down, the innkeeper comes up and starts talking to the guards. And he actually points to the man who was out making a fuss to the captain and the man sitting down, right? And the guards actually go and start arresting them for civil disruption.
Is there any opportunity that I could possibly try to slip out the back door?
Go ahead and roll another stealth check.
Okay. Okay, 13.
13. So yeah, you slip out and you go into the kitchen, right? And as you go into the kitchen, you kind of notice sitting there on the counter. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. One more.
13.
13. So yeah, you notice there's no one in here, and there's a nice, pretty coin purse. They're just kind of left unattended on the table.
I'm gonna swipe the coin purse.
All right, so as you go to pick up the coin purse, as you pick it up, you notice on the other side of it, a piece of stone, no bigger than your palm, with smooth edges that look like they can be combined into some other pieces, with the symbol of Thassa on it.
Her good graces are still with me yet. I'm going to put the coin purse in like a pouch, and then I'm going to pick up the stone.
As you touch the stone, you get a vision. You want me to read the vision again? It's the same vision.
Okay, so I get the same vision as
Same
Cass.
vision.
Could you read it again?
Yes, I will read it again.
I didn't get to take the full notes I wanted.
So as you touch it, you have a vision of thousands of bodies rushing over the land, burning forests and destroying cities, and the cause of it are faceless creatures, expressionless with empty eye sockets and gaping mouths. The undead have spread with no end to their number. Then you see a path from your location right now to a building deep in the older parts of Miletus. You vaguely recognize this temple. It as a temple, but for no god in particular. Then the vision ends.
A blessing from Thassa yet again. I'm gonna use one of my beard tentacles to like wrap around the stone, and I'm gonna stick it and hide it in my beard.
Very good.
Before continuing my way out.
Very good. All right, Muzazi. So the ruckus is kind of calming down. The constables have left, and they haven't left yet. They're kind of questioning people, and they come up to you, and he says, "All right, man. Now, what's your story?"
I'm just an old man trying to preach about Thyla. I just don't want people killing animals anymore, destroying my
Yeah,
forest.
yeah. Enough of that. What did you see of the incident? Obviously.
I don't think the guy was that bad. He was just trying to make me eat some meat, and I don't eat meat.
Okay, what about the other guy?
What other guy?
The other guy causing a ruckus? Yeah, just go on. Go ahead and go on and leave.
I don't see another guy, but okay.
He kind of herds you out, and as you leave, as you exit, you catch sight of a bird, right, on the ground, standing on the ground, and it seems to just be staring at you. Not in like a, oh, look at that animal. No, this animal just seems to be staring at you.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Let me pull up your. Oh, guys, I don't have everything readily handy, so tell me what it does as you cast it.
It makes 10 berries that I can give out for 1 HP each.
All right, fair enough. All right, all right. So you got a whole bunch of berries.
Yep. So I hold out my hand, trying to get the bird to come to me.
All right, and he's unmoving. He just sits there and he pecks something on the ground and stares at you again.
Okay. I put the berries in a pouch, and then I walk up to the bird.
The bird flies away.
Is it flying away fast or?
Yeah, it as soon as you get up to it, it takes off.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Can I still see it though?
Nope, bird's gone.
Okay.
Roll perception for me.
Okay. Let's see. A 19.
19. All right, so you follow it where it goes, right? And it goes off right toward like the corner of a building, right? And it stares at you again, and then flies into the alleyway.
Okay. I'm gonna follow it into the alleyway.
You follow it into the alleyway, and it's again on the ground, looking at you, pecking the ground. It seems to be pecking some sort of object.
I'm gonna walk up to the object.
The bird flies away, and what you notice is a small piece of stone, no bigger than your palm, with smooth edges that look like it could be connected to some other pieces like a puzzle.
I'm gonna touch it.
As you touch it, you get a vision. Would you like me to read the vision again?
No, I'm good.
I would.
Wait for your turn, all right?
And then I'm gonna put it in my. I'm gonna put the rock in my bonsai tree, like as a little ornamental stone.
Oh, nice. Very good. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So we're gonna come back up to Cass. It's been a while. You know, it was early morning that this happened. A couple hours have passed now. Nothing has changed about the room. No one's come. No one's gone. The room is just sitting there, and you still have just that weird feeling about it, though.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go into the room and get the stone because it feels important, and it has a Theros symbol on it. And even if I don't know what it is or what it does, I might take it to my master.
Okay.
And
so you go through the library. You go through. And you go to where your master normally would be, right? So you go to his office, right? The door's closed.
Okay, I'll knock on the door.
No answer.
Try to open the door.
It's locked.
Okay.
Roll a perception check for me.
Yeah. Jesus. That would be an 8 total.
8. You find a note kind of like off to the side of the door, right? And it was like really quickly written, and you know it's your master's handwriting because it's super hard to read. It says, "Pass, magic item, be back."
It says, "Cast magic item, be back."
Yep. You can't. It was scratched so bad that you can't actually read what the whole message.
I think to myself, I wonder if it's the same magical item that I have in my hand. Perhaps he's looking for us. Perhaps I should wait on him.
All right, go ahead.
Perhaps I should go back to studying.
Go ahead and roll your D10.
Shit. That'd be a 6.
6. All right, you're gonna wait 60 minutes then
Okay.
for your master.
Are we waiting it out right now, or are you cutting back to me?
No, yeah, I'm gonna come back. You're waiting. Don't pause.
All right.
Now we go to Midjitsu, right? Who is in one of the more popular part of the town, gathering a crowd around him. So let's go ahead and explain yourself to the group, Midjitsu.
I'm Mijitsu. I'm a tiny little kind of runt satyr, about 250 years old, and I just like performing for people.
Fair enough. So Mijitsu, you've gathered this crowd around you. You know, you've got your musical instruments out. This like you're drawing them all in. You're saying, come, you know, come. You know, listen to some great tales and some great music, right? And the promise of delightful music and entertainment has smiles on everyone's faces, and they're eager to hear you. So you got to give them something.
I'm going to bust out my trusty bagpipes and give them a tune.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give us your best bagpipe tune.
Yeah.
This is to drive home a point. No YouTube or Spotify allowed.
What does a bagpipe even sound like?
I don't know, but you better need to do something.
I don't know. Any noise that's not going to be very offensive.
Exactly, that's the point.
Nah. I don't know.
So the crowd starts to disperse slowly at first, but as soon as the first few people leave, it doesn't take long for the rest of them to leave. All right. This isn't the first time this has happened, and you know it won't be the last. But a man walks up to you, though. All right, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay, which one's that?
Just roll a d20, and then on your character sheet, or
I rolled a 3.
Oh, you're lucky. This isn't so bad. Your perception
+7.
So hey, there you go. So you rolled a 10. So you know this man. You don't know who he is, but you recognize him as one of your own. He's a disciple of Erebus, right? And you know what he's here for. Erebus has another contract for you.
Terrific. I'm gonna ask him what he's got for me. What does my good buddy Erebus want to help?
So instead of a parchment with a name, which you're more accustomed to getting, he hands you a package this time and then walks away.
I'm going to open the package.
Inside the package, you see a small piece of stone about the size of your palm with smooth edges that look like they could be fit into other pieces like a puzzle.
Can I carefully wrap it back up and put it in my pocket?
You can carefully wrap it back up and put it in your pocket.
Terrific.
All right, we're going to head on. We're going to go back real quick to Cass. Cass, you waited an hour and he still isn't back.
Okay, so at this point, I think I'm going to try using a spell that I've not used before, but that I've recently learned, called Identify, to try to figure out. Let me see exactly what it does, to see if there's any like specific magic on this rock.
Okay. Do you have to like roll or anything for that, or it just happens?
It just happens.
All right,
It's
so
a ritual.
I don't think so.
good deal. All right, so there's no magic or anything coming off this rock.
Perhaps my abilities just don't let me see it yet. Something must be wrong with this thing, though, if I'm seeing crazy visions. Or perhaps I should be getting more sleep. I guess I'm gonna go back to the library.
All right, you head back to the library. Good deal. We're gonna cut to Cecil. You waited a while. People have come and gone, taken different bits of furniture, different couches, chairs, so on and so forth. And it's died down. Nobody's really in there anymore. The door's left open. It's just an empty house now.
Okay. I'm going to slip in, call Killigan to my shoulder, and go ahead and walk in and investigate this box.
All right, so it's a small box that that you recognize, right? You've seen this box before at some point, and it's just small box, maybe like a foot in length, maybe not even, you know.
Okay. I'm going to open it up.
You open it, it's not locked, and resting inside the box is a small stone about the size of your palm with smooth edges that look like they could be fit together with other pieces like a puzzle.
I'm going to pick that up and stow it away. Do I
As
see
you
any-
pick it up,
Oh,
you
yep.
get a vision. Do you need me to read the
No.
vision?
I got it now.
You got the vision?
I need you to read it.
You need me to read it?
No, I'm good.
I mean, I can read it if you want me to.
No, I'm okay. I think you got it.
Always repeat the vision.
All right. So you stow it away.
Yeah, and I'm going to stow it away. And after that, I'm just going to take another quick room look around the house.
Go ahead and roll perception.
That is what is it? That is a 18.
18. So this house has been basically picked clean. There's only like bits of like chipped off wood left, old clothes that are dumped out. You know, some like really dirty pair of underwear that nobody wanted. Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing left in the house.
All right, I'm going to leave Bluto inside the house right now, and I'm going to leave.
Okay. Going anywhere particular?
I'm going to look into meeting back up with the crew for right now.
Meeting back up with the crew. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to drop down. We're going to go to Sigrid. So we leave the docks and the better parts, and we're kind of going into more toward the inner city, but not toward the richest part of the city. And we're going into a house with a basement, right? And this basement is now filled with people. And there's a small circle that has been made like a ring, right, where we find Sigrid standing in the middle of. Sigrid, go ahead and introduce yourself to the group.
I'm Sigrid. Right now, all you really see is a satyr, but male. Looks a little off. 5 foot, bald, and just muscles, bulging muscles, a little pauldron. And yeah, that's all you really will see right now.
So Sigrid, you feel sweat on your forehead. It's hot in here, but you don't know why you're sweating. The person standing in front of you isn't a champion. All right, you've seen real champions. You've trained with real champions, and you've fought real champions. This is just some guy who thought he was tough and wanted to prove it to himself or a friend or who knows. Right? Either way, he stepped into the ring, into the pit with you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
That is a 12.
12?
Yes.
All right, so this guy, you get into the ring. This is an unarmed combat match, no rules, no nothing. The guy before the host even says start, runs and automatically runs and tries to make an unarmed attack against you. There we go. Does a 7 hit?
It does not.
So he runs and he punches where he thought your face would be, but for some reason he just goes right through it and rolls to the other side of you.
Is that all you got, you little punk ass pussy?
All right, you're up.
I will also make an unarmed attack. I guess just like trying to like get on top of it.
All right, go ahead and roll.
12.
12. All right, you hit.
All right.
Roll 1d4.
Gotcha.
2. All right, so you can go ahead and you don't make like a super hard hit. You get a good shot in, but it's nothing that's gonna like knock him out or jar him or anything. So go ahead and tell us what your initial hit was.
Oh, I'm gonna just like kind of like trot over to him. I'm going easy on you, punk, and then just like glance off the side of his cheek.
Good. So you kind of just like lay one down, but you don't hit him in like the best spot. You kind of hit him like on more toward the top of the head, so it doesn't hit a sweet spot. And he stands back up and he makes an attack against you and does a 12 hit.
No.
No. So this time he's last time he aimed for your face and for some reason just went right through. So he tried a different tact and went more for like a shot right to your ribs. But again, for some reason there's just something that's not connecting with his punches in your body, and he misses.
I fought barmaids tougher than you. Let's go.
Go ahead, you're up.
Yes. 15.
Oh, sorry. Did you roll? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. 15.
15. You hit.
Let it go. I'm gonna just use my little satyr hoops and like try to Spartan kick him back.
All right. Go ahead and roll your d4.
3.
3. All right. So you get a really good solid shot. He like tried to turn away from it, but it made it even worse. And you hit him like square in these ribs, and you felt something break. Right.
You people not entertained.
He gets up and just kind of like in the last desperate effort, he throws one more attack and misses again. Just like his ribs hurt. He's slow. Just cannot get to you. You're up.
14.
14. You hit. Go ahead and finish him off. How do you finish him?
I'm going to pick him up by his clothes and then ram my horns into his head.
Jeez. All right. So you pick him up and you just boom and you drop him on the ground, and he's not moving anymore. All right. And you're not really even sure if he's alive. All you're aware of is the roar of the crowd. Right? It's a small crowd, but a crowd nonetheless. Right. And it's too bad you aren't getting any recognition from it. But now you can afford a little splurge from your winnings for this fight as a guy comes up and hands you a coin purse.
Thank you.
Good. And you kind of notice as you grab the coin purse that not everything in the bag is coins.
What do I see?
So you open the bag and you see a small piece of stone about the size of your palm, with smooth edges that look like they can be combined with other pieces into some sort of puzzle. As you touch it, you get a vision. Vision of, I'm gonna read it one more time.
Okay.
Vision of thousands of bodies rushing over the land, burning forests, destroyed cities, and the cause of it is all faceless creatures, expressionless, with empty eye sockets and gaping mouths. The undead spread with no end in their number. Then you see a path from your location to a building deep in the old parts of Miletus. You barely recognize it as a temple, but for no god in particular. Then the vision ends.
Is the guy still around that handed me the coin purse? Is the guy still around that handed me the coin purse or the little baggie?
No, you got the coin purse.
No, is the guy still around?
Oh yeah. The guys are still around. Yeah.
Oh, hey, the fuck is this? Where's the rest of my winnings?
So the guy's already left. You know the next fight's going, and no one's even paying attention.
right, I'm gonna put it back in the bag, attach it to my hip. Leave.
And you leave?
Mhm.
Anywhere in particular you're going?
I'm gonna go to the tavern, but real quick, I'm going to find like a little nook and cranny and drop my disguise.
Okay, so you drop your disguise. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and just roll a stealth real quick.
Okay. That is a 4.
All right, so you go to the corner, you drop your disguise. People obviously see you, but no one who really cares sees you.
Stick out my tongue at them. Just trot away.
Just trot away.
Yeah.
All right, so you leave the house, and you said you're heading for a tavern.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up. Let's see. Let's go back to Muzazi. Muzazi, what you've got your thing. You're kind of going around. What's going on with you, bud?
I'm just gonna be walking around the dock, and I see that guy getting dragged out of the bar. I'm going to cast Druidcraft to make my bonsai tree sprout a seedling,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run over to him and be like, "Here, plant this for your friend," and then run off.
All right. He just like he's looks at you just in utter like confusing. Like you know that he's been drinking. You know he's kind of rough around the edges right now, and he just kind of takes it and just kind of holds it in confusion.
Perfect. And then I'm just gonna start walking around the town, preaching about Nyla, telling people how they shouldn't kill animals unless needed.
Sounds good. All right, Cecil, you meet up with the crew with your captain, Captain Baracus, and y'all just kind of meet up in the streets outside the like a couple houses down from the tavern.
Hi, Captain. How have your travels been into town today?
It's been going mediocre at best. I suggest we continue forth and look for more people to join us.
I agree. We may need to move deeper into the city to find the recruits we're looking for.
I believe so. There's too many unwanted eyes in this area.
They're not believers like we are.
So sorry. All right, so y'all move further into Miletus looking for new taverns. We're gonna jump over to Proxenos. Proxenos, you arrived at your room after doing your business at the university. You arrived at your room. You got in there. You heard some ruckus kind of going on downstairs, but you're kind of in the back, so it didn't really sound any more than like any crazy insane amount of stuff going on, shenanigans going on, right? So you arrive at your room, done with the hustle of the city, and you kind of begin to settle into the comfort of your room. All right, you go through, you empty your pockets, right, and you find that someone has slipped you a piece of parchment.
What's this?
As you open it, you recognize that as coordinates.
Coordinates. I'll pull out my map.
Okay.
And then see if I can match the coordinates.
Okay, what map are you pulling out? Are you pulling out like a map of the country, a map of?
It's kind of like a pretty like vague map of like just the general known world. It's not like particularly accurate, but it is a map.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and roll. What would that be? Survival? Roll survival. Go to chart.
Let's It's gonna be a 9.
A 9. So you chart it to. It's definitely in the area that you're in. You know, in the grander scheme of Miletus, somewhere on the peninsula.
Okay. Do I know like not exactly, but just the general vibe of where it is?
Yeah, you'd say it'd probably be toward the east.
Okay.
Probably toward like the eastern side of the city.
Okay. Well then I'll start be curious about this, and I'll start heading over there. Heading in that direction through the city.
Perfect. So you leave, you pass the commotion, the whatnot, and you head toward the east side of the town. The only thing really on this east side of town that you're aware of is this small park. All right, that's about the only thing that these coordinates could have gotten you to. All right, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That's gonna be an 11.
11. So, like I said, it's a small park. Not too many people there. You see some families around. You see some people studying or talking. But you notice kind of off to the side, there's like an area where like that's kind of enclosed that nobody is, and for some reason that like that area just kind of calling to you.
Before I go forward, I didn't actually describe my character.
Oh yeah, go for it. Sorry, my bad.
All right, so it's all good. I am a trident. But unlike certain other tridents, I am a much more classical mer person looking thing. For those who play Magic, I look like Thracios. I have 2 legs. I have scales. I'm blue and green in coloration. I have a fin coming off the back of my head that kind of just dangles, almost like a ponytail, when I'm in the dry air, and a couple fins coming off my face, almost making it look kind of like a beard. I'm not dripping all the time. I'm just kind of in general slimy, like a fish. And yeah, like just a more, as opposed to Coleman's trident, more of like a cleaner, like slicker design, I guess I'd say.
You mean you're not Barnacle Boy?
I am not Barnacle Boy. I am Mermaid Man.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, so yeah, so I noticed this secluded area. Is that how you described it?
Yeah. So you notice a secluded area that's kind of like, it looks like it only has like one entrance into this grove. And you see like nobody else is over there. No one's even paying any attention.
Okay. I'll take a glance around, see see no one's going in. I'll just walk into it.
All right. So as you walk into this grove, you see right in the middle of the area. There's nothing in there, but right in the middle is a sundial standing alone. But it's missing its gnomon. Gnomon is the thing that sits on the sundial.
So it's just a blank sundial, essentially. Just
roll perception again.
That's gonna be 22.
Yeah, so it's definitely not empty. The gnomon's gone, but on this sundial is sitting a little piece of stone, no bigger than your palm, with its edges are smooth and that look like it connects with other pieces, maybe like a puzzle.
Okay. I'm gonna walk away. No, I'm just kidding.
The call to adventure is not for everyone.
Curiosity takes me, and I'll approach it, and I'll try to study it, see if I recognize it.
So you notice that it has the symbol of Crufix on it.
Well, now I must touch it, so I'll reach out and pick it up.
As you touch it, you get a vision. Do I need to read the vision?
Absolutely.
All right, so you get you get a vision of thousands of bodies rushing over the land, burning forests and destroying cities. And the cause of it is all faceless creatures, expressionless with empty eye sockets and gaping mouths. The undead, spread with no end in their number. You see a path from your location to a building deep in the older part of Miletus. You vaguely recognize it as a temple, but for no god in particular. Then the vision ends.
Now that's a vision. And I'm gonna look around the grove, see if anything has changed.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing.
Nope.
I'll give a quick prayer to Crewfix, but also kind of call him a dick for not explaining anything. And I'll make my way over. I'll leave, and do I recognize where that temple is? Like, do I know how to get there?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the idea is, you ever seen like a TV show whenever someone like gets a vision, like traces their like path?
Yeah.
Ends? That's basically what it is.
I did have another question about the vision.
Yes.
Were any of the undead wearing masks?
Not that you saw.
Okay, great. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna have my guard up and try to like keep an eye out to see if someone or something is following me or watching me, and I'm gonna make my way over to that temple.
All right, sounds good. You are on your way to the temple. All right. Let's see. It hasn't gone in a while. Let's go back up to Cass. Start at the top. Cass, you're in the library and you've been studying. What you been studying?
Yeah, I've just been learning spells and shit. Good magical things. Zach actually read my mind because I was thinking about making my way down to the temple myself. Let me go back to Gallus's office and see if he's there.
Okay, go ahead and knock.
Knock. Rattle doorknob.
No answer. Door's still locked.
All right. No new notes, I assume. So, yeah, I assume that I know my way to this temple because I am from this city. I also am going to put on some maybe a coat or something so that I can go out. I don't venture outside of the university that often except to go pray to Afara. So I'm going to summon my familiar, my little owl named Maximus, and we're going to head out into the on our way to the temple. And I'm going to have Max fly above me a bit and see if there's anyone around me, because I'm kind of spooked after seeing those what do you call it? The men in the black robes.
Sounds good. All right, you're on your way to go down. We've got Cecil.
So while we were walking, I would have striked up conversation with Cecil and asked him if he found anything while he was out venturing the city.
Can't say that nothing comes to mind at the moment. I think I was hit with a brief vision of sorts. I'm not sure.
A vision, you say? Tell me more about this vision.
Well, it showed of a place here in the city, a temple. It seems maybe you've heard the same thing from your reaction.
It's possible. I read into a brief vision as well that overcame me in the tavern while I was trying to find more crew.
So Vasa contacted you too, then?
I believe it was. She showed you a location to a temple?
Yeah, she did. She also gifted me with this small object.
And I'll pull out the stone and show it to him.
I'll just nod my head and I'll make my tentacles and my beard part to the one that's wrapped around that one. Mine as well. And then I'll close it back.
It would seem fate is guiding us again, my friend. Shall we?
We shall. Go ahead and lead the way, my dear navigator.
I'm going to snap my fingers, and Bluto is going to appear back in my pocket, and Killigan's going to start flying ahead of us, scouting, just to look ahead of us, make sure nothing's going weird.
Sounds good. All right, y'all are on your way to the temple. Let's go to Muzazi. So you were going around town preaching the words of Nylea.
And so I actually walk by the temple and see it. And I'm like, that looks familiar. And just sort of stop and look at it and try to think of where I saw it from.
Not great memory on this one.
I'm old.
Fair enough. So you are outside the temple.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll a. What would you roll? Roll just a wisdom. Just roll wisdom for me. A wisdom check.
It's going to be a 12.
12. So you remember that you saw it in the vision.
Okay. I'm like, oh, that's where it was from. And I look down at the rock in the bonsai tree and be like, just look at it. And I try touching it again.
Nothing happens.
No. I go up and I start walking towards the temple.
All right.
And
you are heading into the temple.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's drop down to Mijitsu. Now, Mijitsu, you haven't even, you got your package, you didn't touch it, and you just put it in your pocket.
Yes.
All right, so what would you like to do next?
I think I'll just kind of, where am I at?
So you're in the square, you were playing music, you failed, Disciple Veribos handed you a package, and that's where you're at.
All right, I think I'll go see if I can find some place to get a drink.
All right, so there's plenty of local taverns around. You're in a rich part of town right now, so places are going to be snooty and kind of uptight and really expensive.
That's perfect. Everybody loves me.
Go ahead and let me see real quick. Oh, I got it pulled up right here. You didn't write down how much money you had.
Yeah, that didn't come up.
Okay. Let's do this then. Let's just roll me a d10.
It's a 1.
All right. Then roll me a d4 as well.
It's also a 1.
So you have 1 copper piece to your name right now. In this uppity part of town with real expensive drinks.
I still think I could persuade someone to buy me a drink.
I mean, you could try.
Okay, well.
So you go walk up to the local tavern, you go in there, and this is a real nice place, like a real pretty place, right? And you walk up to the bartender, you got all your music gear on you, you know, your bagpipes, your violin, your flutes somewhere in your pack, and as soon as you walk up, you know, you kind of get real disgusting looks from the bartender or for the innkeeper.
All right, well, I asked him if I could get an ale.
He looks at you kind of up and down. That'll be 3 gold pieces, sir.
I would like to offer him the rock that I picked up.
Do you touch the rock?
Yes, I touched the rock.
As you touch the rock, you get a vision. You want me to read you the vision?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you get a vision after touching said rock.
right. Well, I think I'll stumble back outside since I can't buy anything here. Wait, you didn't say if the guy wanted that rock. Does he want my
He
rock?
looked at
Did he
it
seem
in
interested?
disgust.
Okay. I will head back outside and head towards this anything that looks familiar, this temple.
You're on the way to the temple. Awesome. Let's wrap it up with Sigrid. Sigrid, you just left the house where you had your match, and you're heading for a tavern.
Yes, it's lunchtime. I'm hungry.
It's lunchtime and you're hungry. So you're kind of in a rougher part of town, so it's going to be common food, common drinks, quiet people. You sit down, you purchase something. The whole meal and drink costs you a silver.
My little bone broth, and I'm sipping it like Baby Yoda. Then I'm gonna be like, trying to think really hard. We'll go to that temple. Maybe it's from. Okay, I'm gonna take like a piece of bread with me on the road.
Okay.
Like a loaf of bread, and grab all my shit and waddle out of the tavern and head on to the temple while munching on the loaf of bread.
Perfect. So everyone's heading to the temple. Proxenos, you're the first one to arrive at this temple.
Okay, what do I see here?
So just it's a nice temple. It's got like open from all sides. It's kind of like it was meant to be like a public prayer spot for like everyone to use, but that really didn't kind of pick up because most people want the temple to a specific god here, and so the idea just kind of ran away, but the temple itself stayed. So it's an abandoned temple with just kind of like a I don't want to, like there is an inside, but it's got like different entrances, like probably like 3-4 entrances from each side of the building. If that makes sense.
Okay. Is there anything that stands out in the area? Like, is it just a temple, or?
That's it, just temple.
Okay, then I'll look around and I'll go inside.
Go inside. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Well, it's gonna be 19.
19. So you don't see anything. It's just it's a temple. There's like obviously like different sculptures in there for the different gods and different pieces of art, but it's all been unkept. It's real dusty and whatnot. And then the center is just an open area for like anyone to come pray at. All right. Followed up, Cass, your owl is flying over you, and it hasn't seen anything suspicious. It doesn't see anything in the area, and you're the next one to come upon the temple.
Okay, what do I see when I look at the temple again? Anything different than what Proxenos saw?
No, nothing different. Just the general.
Well, Max, it appears that no one's followed us here, and that we're alone. I can't imagine why Ifara sent us to this place. It's so dirty and deserted. But well, perhaps there's a reason. And then I'm gonna make my owl disappear, and I'm gonna go into the temple.
All right, so you go into the temple. Go ahead and roll perception.
Sure. 10 total.
10. So you walk in, you see the same things Proxenos does. Is dusty, some statues, some artwork, but you do see a Triton standing in the temple as well.
I see a what standing in the temple?
A Triton.
Oh, Proxenos. I'm going to cautiously approach him. Excuse me, sir.
I'm gonna whip around and bring out my sword.
Oh, jeez.
Ah! Please put that away. I mean no harm. I'm merely here out of curiosity. What?
Child, did you bring me here?
I did not bring you here. I believe that is my god, Ifara, who brought us here.
Your
At least
god?
she brought me here. Yes.
No. This
Yes,
is
the god.
this is another's work.
No. Ifara, god of the polis. Her symbol is on my rock.
Cecil and Captain Baracus, y'all are coming up next.
So what does Killigan see first? Because Killigan would have been out ahead of us.
He didn't. Again, y'all came up a little bit behind. You saw somebody go into there, just some younger kid, some younger person, and yeah, that was about it.
Cecil, what do you think? Should we hang back and see what unfolds, or shall we venture in with this child?
I think it'd be best if I sent Killigan in a little bit deeper, and I'll listen to what happens.
All right, so you send Killigan on in. Killigan was which one?
Bird.
The bird.
The right.
The bird flies in. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
All right. Let me pull up my Raven sheet once more.
And then Proxenos and Cass, go ahead and re-roll perceptions.
That is a 14.
That's an unnatural
7.
So Proxenos, you notice this bird fly in and just kind of like perch somewhere high in the ceilings.
I put my arm on Cecil to kind of balance him while he looks through the bird's eyes. I assume he's doing so.
Yes, I'm looking through the bird's eyes, listening.
All right, so Cass and Nick, y'all can continue your conversation now. Your meeting.
Yes, my god, Ifara. Her symbol is on this stone. It told me to come here, I think. Do you not, what about you?
I also found a stone. A stone bearing Krufix's symbol.
Krufix?
Yes.
That's very interesting. Is Krufix your god?
Krufix?
Yes.
He is something.
And pause. Muzazi, you're coming up next. So you walk up on here. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
It's gonna be a 4.
Oh yeah, you're completely oblivious. You don't see nothing. You just walk up on this temple.
So I don't see Captain Brackus or
Nope,
Cecil.
you're
Okay.
oblivious.
All right, I'm just gonna walk into the temple.
All right, you walk right on in, and go ahead and as you walk in, you see a Triton and a younger man. What are you?
A wee
younger
boy.
human, sitting conversing.
All right, I'm gonna announce myself and just be like, "Oh, hi over there."
Oh, great. Now there's a satyr. And who
Hello.
brought you here?
What do you mean? Who brought me here?
Well,
Do you have a
Did
stone?
you get a stone like this one in my bonsai tree? And I show it to him.
Y'all see a
Yes,
smooth
that
stone, different shape than yours, but it's still about the same size, and it's got the mark of Nylea on it.
And I'm like, yeah, this stone, it showed me this place and a path to get here.
Very interesting.
Did you have a vision?
I did.
Was it a horrifying vision?
It wasn't that bad. There was no animals dying or trees dying, so it wasn't bad to me.
No.
But an entire city was burning to the ground.
But the city was made of stone.
All right, go ahead and pause. Cecil and Captain, y'all saw Muzazi enter the temple, and you've been listening in a little bit. Anything new, or y'all just gonna camp out?
I'm gonna drop the consciousness between me and Killigan, and I'm gonna look to Captain and say,
It seems fate has laid us all here. They all claim to have stones such as this, but they're all guided by other gods.
I think it's best if we stay wary of them. What entered the temple? Anything that seems to be a threat to us?
I see nothing that I'd consider a threat yet.
Then let's watch a little bit longer, don't you think? Learn as much as we can.
You're the boss.
And I'll put my hand back on his shoulder and go back into Killigan's vision.
All right, and Midjitsu, you're the next one to roll up on the temple.
I guess I'll just walk right up to it. Nice.
All right, I like it. You enter and you come next to another satyr that is taller than you and smells of fern for some reason, conversing with a triton and a small human, a young human.
I'm gonna see if they are interested in hearing a tune for some money so I can get some alcohol.
Absolutely not.
Did you say
I'm afraid I
music?
don't support the consumption of alcohol. It's not good for the body.
Now, which one of you two brought this bird?
What
I'm going to point at
A
Killian.
bird? That's not my bird. I have an owl.
I can talk to it if you want me to.
Why don't you do that?
I try to call the bird down to me by whistling to it.
He refuses.
This bird seems to not like me.
I can't imagine why.
You just eat it.
Now the new satyr. What was your name? No, what were all your names? I remember you, child. Did we?
Oh,
meet?
yes. Were you that merchant who was trying to sell something to my master?
Yes.
My name is Cass.
Cass.
I'm a student at the Decadia.
I am Proxenos. And you two?
I am Muzazi, and this is my bonsai tree. I show it to him.
It's quite a lovely tree.
I'm Mujitsu, and I would like to hold the bonsai tree.
No. I put it behind my back.
Sigrid, you're the last one to come up to the temple.
As I'm walking, I'm just talking to this guy. He's like, you're a little bit more direct with kind of your vision, so I'm not really used to the vague stuff. So if there's gonna be a fight, I'm totally down for that. But why? It's really old. And then as I come up, do I see anything?
Go ahead and roll a percentage dice for me.
Oh, okay. Never. 30%.
30%. So you're talking to this guy, but you're not really blurting it out. You're only kind of more whispering, so they're not going to quite hear you. But you do walk in and you see two satyrs there, one holding a tree, one looking a little bit needing of alcohol. You see a young boy over on the other side standing next to a triton as well.
Hi.
Oh, they just keep coming.
Hello.
Hey, I got this rock and a vision. If we're supposed to fight, let's do it really quick because I kind of have to go back and eat dinner soon.
I'm not here to fight. I don't think you were here to fight. No, thank you.
No one's here to fight.
I got my hammer and I pull out my hammer that looks like Mjolnir.
Ah.
All right, Captain and Cecil. A little bit more has transpired. You've seen a couple more people enter the temple now.
What do you see, Cecil?
I'm gonna drop consciousness
Things are getting rather interesting in there, Captain. Maybe we should step in for a moment.
Would you like me to create the fog to give us some cover, or we just want to announce our presence to everyone?
I think a little bit of fog would do us well.
All right, with my racial feat, I'm going to cast Fog Cloud in the into the temple and kind of like it like roll in as we start proceeding in.
All right, so you're standing in this temple and you're introducing yourselves. You're confused. You have no idea what's really going on. People keep showing up, and then all of a sudden this fog rolls in, and from this fog steps a tentacle man and an old man. They step in together.
So you got something on your face.
It's called a beard. It grows in for a while.
I'm pretty sure beards are made of hair.
Oh, you mean his thing?
And then
What?
when she says that, I'm gonna like flex all my tentacles and wiggle them at her.
That's so cool.
I'm going to be very disturbed by that.
Cecil, what's going on here? Why are we here?
I have much the same question. Now, who are you two?
From my gatherings, we've all been brought here by our own distinct gods from some greater purpose. We all have stones, yes. They all seem to interconnect, yes. I think it's all adding up here, don't you think?
Have
Oh, we
you
should
tried
fight?
to connect them yet?
Hmm?
You said they seem to interconnect. You haven't tried to connect them yet, right?
No.
Right.
No, we
Okay.
haven't.
So they seem like they might connect to something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
why don't we try to take these stones and put them together?
I don't know, man. You guys are kind of weird, just a little bit. So I'm just here for the vision. And usually when I get visions, a fight happens afterwards. So there's not going to be a fight or anything. I might just leave.
No one.
Yes, I was also told not to enjoy the company of strange adults. And some of you do seem very strange, I'm afraid.
Well, you're a kid.
But I do have a stone. Yes.
How-
Don't call me a child. I'm
are
a
you
wizard
5?
apprentice, but I am 13 years old, yes.
You said you're
Oh,
4?
a child.
I could be persuaded to give up my rock for money.
Could I persuade you with my sword?
Oh, we're fighting out?
I would prefer money, but
Great. I'll pull my sword out and point it towards him. Everyone give me a rock.
I don't think it'll be doing that.
Well, then
Yeah.
let's just put them together.
How do we don't even know that's what we're supposed to do. All we got was that we're supposed to show up here. Okay?
Gods have never left me wrong before. Let's put the rocks together and see what happens.
A man of reason.
All right. So who wants to put rocks together?
I'll put my rock together, but I'm gonna
I'll
give
put
you.
my rock.
It's gonna come out by my tentacle, whoever I give it to.
I'm fine giving up my rock. I don't mind.
I'll give up my rock if I can hold that tree.
Absolutely not.
I will allow you to have my rock for study, but I would like it back, as I need to give it to my master for further investigation.
So far, Proximus, you've pulled out your rock. Cass, you pulled out your rock. Cecil and the captain pulled out your rocks. Muzazi, you pulled out your rock.
Yep.
Mijitsu, you pulled out your rock. And Sigrid?
I have it, but I'm just like,
Come on, child. Let's get this over with. Let's not be irrational now.
So, as you guys have pulled out your rocks and you're holding them out in your hands, all of a sudden, you hear a bunch of footsteps. Running, and in through all the entrances come men in black hoods. Everyone roll initiative.
Ah!
What do I roll?
D20 and then add your initiative modifier.
Which is your dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with Proxenos. What'd you get?
19.
You said 19?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sigrid, what'd you get?
21.
21. All right, Captain.
20.
20. All right, Cass.
I'm afraid it's just a 9.
I was about to say, if everyone rolls super frickin' All right, Cecil.
I got a 10. Killigan got a 6. And I'm
Are
trying
you
to
okay?
And Bluto, I think, goes on my same initiative order. So
Okay. All right, Muzazi.
A 12.
And Mijitsu.
18.
18. Go ahead and roll it one more time. Just roll
Will you
your
roll
d20
initiative?
one more time.
All of us?
No, just Mijitsu.
Okay.
23.
All right, so all of a sudden, just a whole bunch of men pour in from each entrance of the temple, all in covered black hoods. Sigrid, you're at the top of the round. You've got you're standing toward the outside, so you're the one that they're closest to.
I'm going to say, I knew there was going to be a fight. And then, how far away are they?
You're probably like 10 feet. You're not even that. Like you're seeing them come up. You're about 5 feet from the door. They're at the door.
Okay, so I'm going to use my movement to like mirthful leap towards them with my hammer out. And I'm going to like bonk one on the head.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
So I rolled a 16, and then for the mirthful leaps, I rolled a 3.
All right, so you hit.
Oh, okay. Then that will be 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
2 points.
Yes.
All right, so these guys are rushing. You turn, you get excited, you hop, and you boom, bash the dude on the head. But you kind of jumped a little bit too far, so it wasn't like the most like devastating hit. But you definitely hit him and landed in front of him. Captain, you're up. You're also right next to one of the entrances, so they're coming up on you real fast.
I'm going to move in front of Cecil because I know Cecil's not the best combative individual.
Okay.
How far are they away? They're very close to me, right?
They're real close.
How many's in front of me?
You've got 3 coming in the door in front of you right now.
Would a 10-foot cone hit all 3?
What is it?
It's Thunder Wave.
Because they're in a line, so.
Okay, then it would probably hit at least all 3. So I'm going to do Thunder Wave on them from my tentacle arm. They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. All right, it's 7.
Fail. Is that for all? Is you doing it for all of them or just one?
I'll do them individually. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, he failed. And 12. Sorry.
That fails as well.
Yep, all fail.
All right, so they're going to be pushed back 10 feet out of the temple, and they're going to take 7 points of thunder damage.
So you send these guys flying, right? There's a couple steps that lead up to the temple. They not only fly back, trip over the stairs, go crashing down, and like you hear it hit real hard on the pavements down there. All right.
Don't sneak up on me next time.
Proxenos. Now you're in the middle, right, of the temple, but you got people coming from each direction where most of your party is in front of you. There's still people coming from behind and to the sides.
I'll
So you're
try
probably
to.
about 30 feet from everyone.
Okay. Can I get into the melee range of any of them, or?
Yeah, you can use your movement to get to run up to the door and meet them at the door.
Okay. I'll use my movement to get the ones that I can reach.
Okay. Now, just for my knowledge, are you going? Because remember, there's entrances on all sides, and they're coming through each entrance. Did you want to run toward the party, away, or to the side?
I can go to any door. I thought you meant the front door. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to the ones behind us.
Behind doors. All right. So you run up to the doors behind you.
And as I'm running, I'm just gonna use my momentum and just get my sword out and take a swing at the neck.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That's gonna be a 9 to hit.
A 9, you miss. So you run up, but since there was quite a bit of distance between you, the guy you swung at was able to like see you, stop, prepare, and you swing at the neck, and he ducks underneath it.
All right, then I'll bring my shield up, get ready to defend myself, and then I'm done with my turn.
All right. Mijitsu.
I would
So
like
you're
to
also
just-
standing kind of near the captain, kind of near Sigrid, all toward the front of the temple. You see Sigrid jump toward one door. There's 3 doors here. She jumped toward one door, hit somebody. The captain sent a wave through one door. Now you're kind of in the middle door. You and Muzazi are standing next to each other, like right in this middle door as people are running up through it.
I would like to see if I can disguise myself as one of them.
I mean, they got eyes on you. Like
Oh.
they're staring straight at you, and they're all in black robes. So if you have black robes,
Well, I have a entertainer pack, which has a disguise kit. I don't know what's in it.
I'm good. Say no for this one.
Okay, then I'm gonna hide behind Musazi.
Fair enough. All right. Anything else you want to do? You want to like ready a defense? You want to?
No, I'm not good at fighting.
All right, fair enough. All right, so you run and you hide behind Musazi. So you move away from the door a little bit. Next, the acolytes go and they run up. You knocked them. How far back would you say you knocked them, Captain?
So they get pushed back 10 feet.
10 feet.
Mhm.
All right, so let's see what their movement. All right, so they've got just being able to stand up and run back up. They've got just enough movement for the first one to come up and try and make an attack on you. So he's going to make an unarmed attack, and he hits you he rolled a 9. Does 9 hit?
Miss.
Miss. So the other ones are run up behind them, but they're still in the doorway and they can't quite get through. Now Proxenos, you've got ones. The one that you swung at is now attacking you.
All right.
8.
No.
All right, so there's 3 doors on that side, so the other 2 doors come down, and you're going to take one from each side as well. I nat 20'd that one, so you're going to take.
Oh no!
Quick, use all 3 of your shields.
Quick, Rexu, shield up!
You're going to take 8 points of damage from that.
Cool.
Jesus.
Right? So the guy, he runs up and he punches you, and you were so focused on the first guy, he hit you dead in the face, like hardcore. So hard, in fact, that you kind of lose sense of what you're doing, and he swipes the guy on the other side swipes the piece of stone out of your hand. And he takes off running, so you get an attack of opportunity real quick on him.
All right. Yeah, I'm attacking him. It's a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Fantastic.
Hey, my boy.
That's a 6 damage.
6 damage. So you got hit so hard that you loosen your grip, but you're
I'm
conscious
sorry,
enough
that's,
to at least.
My bad.
Huh?
That's 8 damage. My bad.
8 damage. You're conscious enough to still see the guy who took it, and you swiped, and you took a big gash out of his back, but he's still just limping on. He runs out of the temple. All right, now, Cass, you've got people running up on you, but since you're still in the center of the temple, they don't get to you quite as. The only one is able to run up and hit you, so he's gonna make an unarmed attack on you, and he hits you for 18.
Son of a bitch. That hits.
All right, so he hits you for 4 damage.
I am a child.
Right, and he knows this, so he basically just runs up and like just bops you in the face, as well as takes your piece of stone.
How dare you?
One of the other guys runs up, grabs a stone, and then proceeds to run out of the temple. He makes it about halfway. Now, the one that you attacked, Sigrid, is now swinging back at you. And wow, where are these rolls during Descent? Because that was fantastic. 19.
I am also 4 foot and a child, so that is.
Oh,
So he hits you
no.
for 3 damage.
Okay.
Right? So just kind of like with the other one, he hits you, but his real goal was to take your piece. So he grabs your piece of stone, somebody behind it takes it from him, and takes off out of the temple. And then who's left? Muzazi, right? So you're standing in front of the door. You just had Majitsu run behind you, and unfortunately, the one roadman comes up and tries to hit you. Does a 7 hit?
No.
So he comes up, and luckily you like pretend to throw your tree at him or something. He freaks out and completely misses his attack. Next in the round is going to be Muzazi.
Okay. I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
All right.
And then I turn around and hand Majitsu my tree. I know he's been wanting to hold it.
Yes.
So then I grab my staff with both hands and swing at the person in front of me.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
It's going to be a 6 of magical damage.
Roll your d20 first.
Yeah, roll your d20 first.
Yeah, my bad. 13.
13, you hit for 6.
Yep.
All right, so this dude misses, and you just like real slyly pass off that tree, right, and grab it and just baseball bat swing and smack this dude in the face, all right, and he staggers. All right, now Cecil.
All right,
You just
so
had the captain step in front of you and just thunder wave blow these guys down back outside. One of them, they were able to get back up and run, but you could tell they're definitely hurt. To your right, you just see this satyr smash some dude upside the head with a staff. Right, you're up now.
do I see the people who were running away with the stones?
No, you do not,
Okay.
because that would be 2 doors down from you and behind you. You could actually see one if you turn around. Yeah, you could see one.
How far away is he?
Roll perception real quick.
Okay. That is a 13.
13. Okay, so yeah, whenever the captain stepped in front of you, you took your time to kind of look around, and you saw Cass, the little boy in the center, get basically mushed, right? His stone taken and handed, and the guy's running around. He's probably about 15 feet from you.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Killigan, and I'm going to have him swoop down and try to grab it out of the dude's hands.
Okay, so go ahead and make an unarmed attack for me.
Well, that's a natural 18.
So yeah,
So-
you run down, you don't just like reach out to grab it. You grab it and you yank it. Roll a d4 and then subtract 2. So it's you're either gonna do 1 point of damage or 2 points of damage. If you roll a 4, it'd be 2 because you're just smacking his hand basically.
Rolled a 1.
All right, so you're just gonna do 1 point. So like you come and you like yank it out of this guy's hand, and he looks at you and he is angry.
Okay. And for Bluto's turn, which is right on after mine, I'm going to have him scurry out of my pocket and go over to Captain and use the help action. And
Okay.
Killigan's turn is not yet. Never mind.
Me Bulkito?
I'm good then.
Okay.
All right. All right, Cass.
Well, I am grossly offended that this fucker came and took my rock, and smacked me, for I am merely a small boy. So I assume that I have seen Cecil take the rock away from this guy who snatched my rock, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, roll perception. That'll be fine. Roll perception with disadvantage.
That would be a 6 total.
Yeah, so you didn't see that. So you got mushed. The dude took it. You saw him pass it off, but you still got this big road person in front of you. So you really didn't see what happened around him. You saw.
Can I see?
Down, but that's about it.
So there is another one of these. Do I have a clear line of sight to the guy who took my stone still? Like how far away is he?
He's about 15 feet away from you, but he's like directly behind the person in front of you now.
Who's in front of me now?
The guy who hit you.
Oh, okay. I thought they were the same one. My bad.
He hit you.
All right. Well, I'm pissed about that. So I'm about to shoot a fireball at the guy who hit me.
Alrighty.
I've never played a spellcaster, so I assume I need to roll to attack and add my spell attack bonus.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. That would be a 21 to hit.
Oh, yep. You hit him.
All right, and that is 1d10. So 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. So you get pissed, right? And you conjure this fireball and you shove it like right in this dude's chest. But you know these robes are relatively thick, and you know you're still young, so it wasn't quite like you're like ah, you know? And so you burn them, and Killigan's turn.
Okay. Killigan is going to fly down to the other Triton wielding a sword, and just above his head, he's going to give him the help action, so he has advantage on his next action.
Alrighty. Back to the top of the round. Sigrid. Sigrid, you got hit, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
You got hit, your stone taken, passed back, and the person who took your stone is gone, has run away. But the person is still in front of you.
Who hit me?
Who hit you and that you originally hit.
I would give me back my stone, you fucker! And then I'm gonna cast a shocking grasp on the one near me.
Okay, all right.
And that will be a 16.
A what?
A what?
16. 16.
16? Hit.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. That will be 8 points of lightning damage.
8 points. So you just like reach out and just like tell me how you do it. You describe it because you're taking this dude out.
Okay. So I was like, you hit me, I'm gonna be like hit him in the dick with my
Just lightning punch this dude in the junk. Just hit him right in the lightning rod. All right.
Yeah.
So he just shakes and he just and it just crumbles to the ground.
Ooh. Is there anybody else around me? Like any other of the cloaked figures around me?
Yes, you got one to your left that just got bashed in the face with a staff, and then two people behind him.
Okay, so if I move, will I get attacks of opportunity from them, or because they're okay? So I'm gonna use my full 40 foot of movement to catch up with the one who took my stone.
So the one who took your stone?
Yes.
All right, roll insight for me.
That's not good. Okay. 14.
14. So you run out, and there's like a couple different pathways that they chose, either left, right, or front, and you have no idea which way he went down.
Okay. I used all my actions and movement, so.
All right. Next up, we've got Captain.
So I got one. I got like the rose still in front of me, but I only have one that can hit me.
Correct.
All right, so I'm gonna conjure up my ethereal tentacle from that takes place in my arm again, and I'm just gonna slap the shit out of him with it.
Slap away.
Big old soggy fish slap. That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Oh, yep, that hit.
That's gonna be 8 points of cold damage.
All right, you take him out. Tell me what happens.
So I whip my arm, like my nub around, and as I'm whipping the nub around, my tentacle forms, and I just palm him into the face, and the suction noise makes it grabbed onto him, and it just pushes him to the dirt.
Whew, man, the two people behind him are looking terrified but committed.
That's it for me. That's all I can do.
Proxenos, you're up. So you got hit. The guy took your stone. He got cut. You still got two people in front of you, though, and he's gone, though.
Okay, I'll make an attack on the guy directly in front of me that I attacked last time.
Okay.
That's going to be 24 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
Great.
That hits twice.
All right. So that's going to be 12 points of damage on this guy.
12 points of damage. All right, so tell me how you do it.
Yeah, I'm I'm just going to thrust it into him.
So you cut the one, you're pissed, you turn, boom, and he just kind of crumbles. He's got no armor on. He just kind of down to the ground.
Fantastic. And then I'm going to use my second wind to take an additional action this turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to swing around and take an attack at the guy beside him.
Perfect. Sounds like make the attack.
Another 24 to hit.
That again would hit twice over.
Oh, shoot. This time it's only 8 damage.
All right, so again, kind of like the first guy, you get a devastating slash on this guy. It's across. He's not dead, but he is not looking good, in the slightest.
Great. And then I am done.
All right, we've got Secretary Captain Proxenos. Midjitsu, you're up.
Hiding.
You're just hiding.
Just
you could help out a little bit. You've got your bardic inspiration you could give to someone.
Yeah, let's do that. What do I do?
Play me a battle tune, boy.
You got to pick someone who you want to give a bonus to, and then sing them a song.
Another song, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I'll do. Which one was the little kids?
Sigrid and Cass are the two little kids.
I'll do.
Sigrid's out of. You can't do Sigrid. She ran out of the temple. So Cass is the only kid left in the temple.
Okay, I'll do it for him.
All right, you gotta sing a little song. You gotta give him a Cass. He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Yeah.
Go
Cass.
My man whips out the bagpipes and starts playing "Don't Stop Believin'" on it.
Yeah.
All right. the acolyte's turn. So the one in front of you, Captain, you slam the first one. The other one, he comes up pretty terrified, but he's still gonna come up and make his attack on you.
Okay.
And 11.
Miss.
Miss. So his terror is getting the best of him. He tried to he came up, tried to reach out, but he's kind of disgusted by you as well. All right.
Did I spook you, boy?
The one that you stole Cecil, that you stole the stone piece back from, right? Is gonna make it an unarmed attack against you.
Okay.
Does a 2 hit?
Absolutely not.
All right, so he's pissed, right? He's instead of trying to hit you, he's trying to go back for the piece. Like he's frantically trying to get the piece back, right? And the other one that was
Doesn't
in that.
Killigan have the piece that you took?
No.
No.
Killigan was on the Triton.
Yeah, he swooped down and picked up the piece that and then floated.
That was talked about, but I ended up grabbing it myself because it was.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, sorry, I was confused.
All right, so the other one that was in that trio runs up to you as well to make an unarmed attack.
Uh-oh.
My rolls are super consistent. Does a 2 hit?
No.
All right, so they both swing, but and again they're going for the piece. They felt like they already got it, right? And then you took it, and so they're frantically going for the piece, and so and you're keeping it out of their grasp. Yeah, the one in front of Muzazi, he took a beating to the face, but he's gonna turn, he's gonna swing at you, Muzazi. And he goes for 6. Does 6 hit? No, so he's jarred. He's kind of like, oh man, oh. And he goes to hit and he misses again. So let's go down to the round. Our next one is Muzazi.
I'm gonna swing again.
Swing again. Roll your d20.
Okay, let's.
Shillelagh.
It's going to be a 9.
9. So this time he kind of gets his senses. You swing and he ducks it, and he's kind of getting his senses back now.
Okay. And I'm just going to end my turn there.
Alrighty. Cecil.
Let's see here. What do I want to do? I am going to just cast some Eldritch Blast at this man that's trying to beat my ass right now.
Eldritch Blast.
That's an unnatural 20.
So that hits.
Where are my d10s? There it is. 7 points of force damage.
7. So tell me how you do it. Describe it.
I'm going to point my hand out to him, and a consistent beam of green and blackish energy is just going to focus on him. And at first, it looks like it does nothing, and then he just starts dissolving from it.
Man, that's brutal.
I didn't know you had power word kill, man. What's up with that?
Alrighty. Is that it for you? All right, we got Cass. Cass, you just watched you still got the one guy in front of you. You tickled him a little bit, but he's still standing. He's not focused on you anymore. He's focused on Cecil.
How's he looking? Is he still looking pretty robust, or is he?
He's looking just singed, but not terrible.
Singed. All right. Well, I'm gonna singe him some more with another firebolt. That'd be 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 4 points of damage.
4. So now he's looking rough. Now you hit him again.
Hell yeah.
You caught him across the head. Right now his face is on fire. He is hurting. Still not quite down, but he's screaming in pain.
All right. And I don't have any of them who are like actively engaged on me, right?
Correct.
All right, good. I might die. All right, I'm done.
Killigan. Sorry, Cecil, I forgot your other pet.
Oh yeah.
He
I
was
was just
on
gonna use.
he was on the captain last we talked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do their help actions again. One on the captain, one on Proxenus.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Back to the top of round. Sigrid. Now you're outside. All right. You didn't see where the guy who took your piece went. And as you look back toward the temple, there's only there's one guy in the far right entrance, two guys standing, still trying to get in the middle entrance, and then that's all you see.
I'm gonna look back past. I'm gonna look back at the group, and I'm like, it's just a rock. And then I'm gonna go run back in there, and like as I'm running, I'm gonna take my tiny little Thor hammer, and then just like swing at the closest one.
The closest one. So you're swinging at the last guy in line of the middle door. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah. 11.
11. That just misses. So he was able to turn around just in time to see you and like barely just out of the way. Like it was super close, but just barely misses. Captain. You got two guys in front of you. They're real hurt. They're looking scared.
I'm gonna slap my tentacle. One
Slap
closest
tentacle.
to me.
Flap away.
With advantage.
Okay, that's gonna be 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Ooh, that's only be 1 point of thunder damage.
1 point of thunder damage. So you hit him. He's not quite, but he drops to his knees and he's not looking good right now. Like when I tell you, he's just kind of like twitching. He's not dead, but he's kind of trying to fight his muscles a little bit to stand back up.
That's gonna be it for me.
Proxenos. All right. Everyone on your side has run. All right. They're all gone. You turn around and all you see a guy lit on fire, looking pretty rough. One guy engaged with Cecil. A satire cowering with a little instrument and a bonsai tree, right? Behind a druid swinging a stick madly. All right. You see a tentacle flopping around. You're up. You're muted. I got you.
You palm bitches with this tentacle.
That's all interesting. I'm gonna go after the guy who stole my rock.
All right. So he ran outside, and that was a couple turns ago. So as you run outside, you notice that it just kind of runs into a bunch of trees and a bunch of brush. And
any track, any way I can find where he went, or
in the second, or do you want to take time for it?
I mean, yeah, I'll use my action to search for him.
Run a roll perception.
That's gonna be a 13.
13. You're pretty confident he ran into the trees, and then somewhere. You definitely see like it's like a line of trees. There's a couple like spots he could have ran through. You know, you doubt that he ran to like the sides and back around the temple. And there's like a park with a bunch of families on the other side. You can't quite see through the trees from where you are, but you're fairly confident he went that way.
Okay, I'll damn it, and then turn to head back into the temple.
All right, so you head back in. You're staring at the side, and again the site is the same. Let's go to Midjitsu.
I would like to use my sling.
All right. On who?
Whoever's still closest to me.
So closest to you would be either the man engaged with Cecil, or one of the men engaged with Cecil, the other one's gone, or the man on fire.
Oh, the man on fire, definitely.
All right, so go ahead and make your
Kick them while they're down.
your ranged attack on him.
Okay, what is that?
So you'll roll your d20 and then
It's
add
a
a
2.
5
So 7.
total.
Yes.
Or is that what you rolled?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So you pull out your sling, but your hands are kind of full because you got this darn bonsai in your hands, so you can't really get like a good shot, and you fling a rock, but it goes wide.
All right. I will continue hiding then. It's kind of working out like I figured, so.
The acolytes go one more time. The man on fire runs up to Cecil and makes an attack on him. God, what is with these 2s? I need to move this. I need new dice. Does a 2 hit?
No.
All right, so he runs up, but like I said, he's on fire, so he's just kind of scrambling. The last one of that trio that was there, he makes his attack on you for 14.
Believe that hits. Yeah, 14 hits.
14 hits. So he finally kind of, with the distraction of the guy on fire, gets to where he wants. He does 2 points of damage, and he takes back the piece of stone, and he takes off running, which gives you an attack of opportunity.
I am not holding a melee weapon, so I'm just going to pass.
All right, so he takes off running, and he makes it just a little bit outside of the temple so far. The one standing in front of Muzazi takes his swing for 11.
So armor class is 11 plus 2, so miss, right?
It would
Yes.
miss.
Yeah. Just making sure.
So
Yep.
you and this guy are just kind of blown out. He hit you, you hit him in the face once, but ever since then, y'all have just been kind of going back and forth, not able to kind of pin each other down. There's 2 guys behind him, one in the middle, the other one, Aku attacked. He's going to turn around after he barely dodged your hammer strike. He's going to attack you real quick for 3.
Out of here.
So again, you're a little kid, so normally higher ground would be great, but he's swinging at a little kid at lower ground, and so he's just not. That's just not easy for him to hit. Muzazi, you're up.
I'm swing with my quarterstaff. Let's see. Hopefully we hit. It's going to be a 16.
16, that hits.
And it's going to be a 6 plus it's my spellcaster attack, right? Because of Shillelagh.
For Shillelagh, it'd still be the normal attack, I believe, because you're still attacking the weapon. You just enchanted the weapon.
It just turns magic damage, but
Okay, so then it would be.
still just a 1d8. So whatever you rolled the d8.
It's gonna be an 8.
All right. Tell me how you knock him out. Or take
It's gonna be straight across the head, like a swing across.
So, yep, you've been kind of going back and forth. He threw the punch, he missed, and he finally overextended to set up that T-ball baseball swing that you've been working for, and you bam, and you just knock him. He spins and he drops.
Perfect.
Cecil.
So who's around me right now? The last guy just ran, right?
So you've got a guy who's on fire, and then the guy who took the piece and ran.
How far away is the guy that's running?
He's about 15 feet, so like just outside the temple door.
I'm going to shoot him in the back with an Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty.
17.
17 that hits.
And 5 points of force damage.
Boom. So you hit him, and he hadn't taken any damage yet, and he screams in pain, but in the end he's still moving.
Okay, I'm gonna send my weasel after him. He's in hot pursuit.
All right, so you send the weasel after him?
Yep.
How far can the weasel travel?
Let me check his movement speed. 1 sec.
I think it's 30 feet.
It's 30 feet, yeah.
30 feet?
You broke the DM.
No.
So yeah, Dylan, you're right. It does add your spellcasting ability for the attack and damage roll. So you add the plus whatever it is to that D8. You're right.
Maybe his wisdom and proficiency modifier.
Which you would just drop them anyways. So we'll remember that for the next one.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you're good. So you send him after him. Is he gonna like jump and bite him? Is he?
He's trying to snag that stone out of his hand right now is his main goal.
He's trying to snag the stone.
Yeah, the weasel's going for the stone.
All right, roll an attack roll.
Attack roll for the weasel.
Attack weasel activate.
That is a. Where's his attack at? Oh, +5 to hit. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. That's 16.
Yeah, that hits. So yeah, he runs up and he jumps up and grabs onto the hand, bites it until the dude, lets go, drops down, and has the weasel.
The guy takes 1 point of piercing damage.
Yeah, buddy. All right, Cass, you're up. You've got the one guy on fire still. He's not looking good in the slightest. You got.
I'm still pissed.
Do what?
I'm sorry. Who's the other? What's the other one?
How
far away is he?
Side, out of your vision. You could catch up to him in 15 feet though, and then everyone else, the party's in the way.
Nah, this fucker hit me. I'm gonna keep on roasting him.
Roast away.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the barbecue.
His mom's fat or something.
Mm.
You get it.
That would be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Bump so fat, her
Damn.
memory foam from mattress wishes she could forget him.
God, I keep these piss ass hits the 2 points of damage.
All right, tell me what. Finish them all.
Hell yeah.
Just whittle him down.
So yeah, just what was that, Coleman?
Just whittle him down.
Yeah, I'm still really frustrated that he hit me and his friend took my rock. So I'm just gonna blast this last one into his face, and knock him down.
All right,
Because
so
he's surely bigger than I am.
you hit him on one side. He turned, to try to run out, follow his friend who has it. You blast him in the other face. So he just falls to the ground, both sides of his face, a charred mess. And we'll go to Killigan.
All right. What kind of enemies are left in the room right now?
In the room, you've got 2 people in front of the captain. You've got 1 person that's sandwiched between Muzazi and Sigrid, and then you've got the 1 person outside.
I'm gonna give Sigrid. I'm gonna have Killigan fly over and give Sigrid some help, advantage on her next roll.
Good deal, good deal. Which brings us to the top of the round. Sigrid, you got 1 person in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this guy off and I'm gonna swing my hammer again. Yeah. And you said I have advantage?
You've got advantage.
Natural 20.
What'd you, nat 1?
No, natural 20.
Oh,
no,
oh,
not
shit.
I thought you said nat 1. I was like, what? That's rough.
Roll 2 ones.
The natural 20 you said?
Yes, please.
All right, so that's max damage and roll again.
Okie dokie. So I roll another attack roll or no roll another damage roll?
Go ahead and roll another attack roll. I forgot to tell
Okay.
you this. The other thing I do is if you do 2 nat 20s in a row, that's instant kill on anyone. Never seen that.
Oh. Okay. So for the first damage with the hammer is 2 points, and I rolled a 14.
All right. So it's not at 20. Just roll your damage again. So you get
Okay.
6 damage.
And then 4
plus
points.
Rolling your damage.
And then roll on what? I'm sorry.
So what's the max damage your hammer does?
4. Wait. Yeah, 4.
4 damage. So you're gonna get 4. Now roll damage.
Okay. 1.
1. So you get 5 points of damage. So you bash this dude upside the head. His head's bleeding, and he's not looking good in the slightest.
Sweet.
Captain.
So I'm going to go back to what I do best and be hentai daddy and slap another bitch with my tentacle.
Slap him. Slap away.
I don't have advantage this time. Plus 6, 24 to hit.
That hits.
3 points of thunder damage on him.
All right, so you take out the last one in front of you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like bitch slap him across and like kind of lift his body up and like push him out of the way.
Oh, he just flies across. Little tracks of lightning are going across his body as he like does a couple last twitches and then stops moving. Proxenos.
Yo.
So combat's basically resolving. You see a bunch of dead corpses in front of you. There's one more enemy sandwiched between Muzazi and Sigrid. And then while you're investigating, you didn't get to see the other person run out. So as far as you know, there's only that last enemy left over there.
Can I reach that last enemy?
No.
Oh. Yeah, then I'm done.
Alrighty. Midjitsu.
Who's left?
You've got the one enemy that you can see between Muzazi and Sigrid, and you've got the one outside. You could run and get in range with your sling of the one outside if you want it.
Can I do hideous laughter?
I mean, you could do hideous laughter.
Yeah, I want to try that.
All right.
What do I do?
I believe they have to make a wisdom saving throw. Yes, they have to make a wisdom saving throw that against your spell save DC.
Against my what?
On that third sheet on the PDF, the very top of the third sheet, it says spellcasting ability, spell save DC. So Mark's got to roll a wisdom saving throw for them.
Oh, I got 10 plus 5.
Okay, so yeah, they got to do a 15 or higher.
Who are you trying to cast it on?
The one in here.
The one inside, the one between them? All right. He's going to make his wisdom saving throw of 11, so he does not get saved.
Haha.
Where's that spell at? Let me find it real quick.
And does he think
Hideous
that's
laughter?
funny?
Yeah.
He's knocked prone and he's laughing uncontrollably. At the end of each turns, and each time it takes damage, it makes another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on saving throws if it is triggered by damage. On a success, it aims.
So he thought it was funny.
Yeah, you made a shitty joke and he thought it was funny.
I'm going to need you to make a shitty joke, please.
Just give me one of yours.
No, I'm going to need you to,
that was great. I loved it. That was a great one.
Fair enough. All right.
He got you on
That
that.
person bleeding from his head drops to the floor in uncontrollable laughter. All right, yep. And moving on, we got the Acolytes. So he's going to try to stand back up. Fall prone, becoming incapacitated, not able to stand up for the duration. All right, he's going to make his a saving throw to try and
Take off the spell.
take off the spell. It's a 12, so he's still just laying there laughing. The other acolyte is going to try and stomp on the weasel.
Not Bluto, no.
Because
Oh God, not the weasel.
it's that day. Anyone? Weasel stomping day? Weird Al? No.
Go home.
Yeah, we know your jokes.
15.
We made fun of them.
I'll save that one for next time.
15
15.
hits.
Not the weasel.
15 does 2 damage.
And he poofs into a sparkly dust, and he is no more.
So he reaches down, grabs the object, and runs 30 feet into the city, going down what you see is the left alleyway.
My boy.
Muzazi, you got a guy laying on the ground in front of you, laughing his ass off.
Did I see the other guy go running out the door?
No.
Okay.
Well, you saw him go run out the door like a while ago, but you want to see
Okay.
where he went. Only Cecil, because unless Cecil, are you still inside? Yeah, because you sent the creature out. Nobody saw which way he went. So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy that's laughing and like hit him on the head with the quarterstaff.
All right, roll your damage.
Roll
Sorry,
2
roll
d20s.
attack. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, he gets an advantage on it since he's not prone. It's a melee attack.
It's going to be a 19.
That hits.
And then roll my d8. It's going to be a 5.
Tell me how you finish him.
I'm just gonna like stick my staff into his head.
Ugh.
That's already bleeding.
Yep.
Poke his brain.
Yeah. Just right into his head.
So that is the end of combat. Y'all are all standing around a little bit. Sigrid, Proxenos, and Cass, all of yours, all of your pieces of stone have been stolen.
I look around and see if anybody needs healed.
I'm fine. Thanks for the offer.
The timid hand up.
I look at the little kid and cast healing words on him.
Actually, I could use some help.
Thank you, sir. Could I have some help, sir?
You don't need anything, Providence. You look big enough. You can handle yourself.
Providence?
I am literally about to die.
I still cast healing word on Cass.
Nice.
What does that do?
It's going to be
Roll a d4 and then add your wisdom to it, and that's how many hit points he heals.
Yep. So gonna see again.
I only need 4. But that is half my hit points, so.
It's going to be 4.
Yay.
And then I hand Proxenus like 4 berries. Proxenos from my good berry that I casted earlier. I hand him 4 berries.
Explain what those berries do.
They restore 1 health point for each berry eaten. And you don't need to eat it all today.
You're handing a guy some berries. You better convince him to eat it.
These will heal you. I grow them I grow them out of my bonsai tree. They're very healthy and organic.
I'm gonna toss the berries away.
Okay. I hit him with my stick. No.
Am I being hit with a stick?
No, I won't hit you.
I don't think it's best to get angry about this.
I think we have other things to worry about at the moment.
I agree.
My stone got stolen, so
Two.
How many of you
Yes.
lost your stone?
I'm gonna raise my hand up with my hammer.
That rogue took my stone from Ifara. It's one of a kind.
I turn around and look at Mijitsu and grab my bonsai tree, which has my stone in it. Nope, I still have mine.
Well, that goes the plan of putting them together, I say. I assume somebody needs these pieces for something.
How did they know we were here?
Has
Great
anybody
question.
has anybody ever seen them before?
Not I.
Oh.
I saw them in the library at the Ducatia.
You
They
did?
came out of a secret room. Yes. Did everyone else not see them when you found your stone?
No.
So
Nope.
mine was in a coin purse that I borrowed.
Means
They were in a secret room in my library. I could show you, I suppose. There's nothing in there but other stones and hammers and things.
Well, perhaps that's where they have reconnected and are collecting these stones for something. It might be best to look over in the library.
But if it has something to do with our gods, I think that's a really good idea, Calamari. But first of all, I still don't know who you guys are. So
What did you just call me?
Calamari. Have you
I'm
ever
good.
tried it before? It tastes so good. You haven't told me your name, so what am I supposed to call you?
My name is Captain Baracus.
It's very nice to meet you, Captain Baraka.
Baracus.
Baraka?
Cecil, I think it's best if we head to the library.
I don't know. If I can re-summon Bluto, he's rather good at tracking people. Maybe
How
we can
long-
catch them before they get away.
How long would it take you to reconjure your pit?
Give me a second. And I start flipping through a book.
My name's Sigrid, by the way.
Nice to meet you, little one.
Nice to meet you too, Fishy.
We don't take kindly to being called fish.
What?
We don't take kindly to being called fish.
But you guys come from the water, right? I mean, we don't have very many tritons back home, but I hear you guys come from the water, so wouldn't that make you fish?
Aye, we come from the Siren Sea, but not in the sea, child.
So, like, you live on the beach?
Kind of. We live on islands, various islands out in the sea.
That's pretty cool. This is my first time in Melitus, so I haven't seen the ocean before this, but that sounds pretty cool, Calamari.
Well, if you stay with me, little one, you might be able to see the ocean, and I might kick your ass off to my god.
That's not gonna work, but that's a really funny joke, okay?
I slam the book closed. Aye, Captain, it'll take around an hour.
I don't know if we have an hour at the wait.
I went outside and I could find no trace of them.
Fair enough. Maybe it's best to go to this library, see what it has to say for us.
Let's make haste, shall we?
Yes.
I don't know if I could just bring you all into the library as my guests. I'm only a second-year student, and I can't just come in with an array of roguish adults.
Oh,
This is the most prestigious academy in the entire city of Miletus, after all.
We can speak with your master. I've just done business with him.
or you could just walk in.
What was that, Aku?
You could just walk in. We don't really need anybody's permission since it's like, I don't know, public, right?
Okay, but you're not there with me.
Yeah, well, what's your name first?
My name is Cass.
Like,
Hey, we're here with Cass. So that's what we're gonna say, right?
yeah.
No! Oh, goodness.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. And just so you know, I'm going to do like Coleman does in next session. I'm going to ask y'all what happened. So I hope somebody was taking notes because I forgot to tell someone to take notes.
Oh, I was, bud.
And I mean, we did record this, so you can always go back and watch again. But we're gonna end it there on the way to the library.
All right.
Are we going to roughly shoot for about the same amount of time each session?
Yeah, roughly. I'm gonna try to I want to get done sometime before 3. So sometime
Okay.
like this, it's 2:30 now. Now that was about the time that I was hoping for it to run. So about the same amount of time.
Okay.
All right, everyone.
All right.
Good job.